Hey guys, it's Lydia here, and today I'm going to be doing a week of buns. This is a new series in where I just show you like a week of some type of hairstyle. So it could be like a week of buns, or a week of ponytails, or a week of side braids, you know, just something random hairstyle that I do 7 days of. So I hope you enjoy this. This is going to be like a series that I might post like every month because it's kind of hard to film and edit seven different hairstyles, so it's not going to be coming up like super, like a lot of them coming out fast, but this will definitely be something I'll probably do at least once a month. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's dive in. So for this first hairstyle, you're going to start with a side part, and then we're going to make 2 braids on this side. Now you can decide what braids those are. I'm going to do 2 fishtail braids just because I think it's kind of cute, but it totally depends on what you want. So I'm going to start with one back here. I'm just going to take kind of like section in between the crown of my head and the front, about 3 or 4 inches back from my hairline, and just braid that all the way down. So split it in 2, do that fishtail braid. So then when you've done that, then just gently pull it apart. For this one, I'm not going to actually add a ton of volume, just enough to let it breathe a little. All I'm doing is just going up and down the braid, pulling on either side. Then take the rest of the hair from in between the braid and your part, or your hairline, and then just braid that all the way down. I'm gonna let out a few face framing pieces now, but that's optional. So split it in 2 and do that fishtail braid all the way down. And if you don't want to do that fishtail braid all the way down, you could just do it to wherever it meets the back of your head. So do it as long as that and then stop. That way you don't have to like do the whole thing. Especially since I have shorter layers around my face, so it can't really braid all the way down, or else the braid would just get really tiny. So I just like to go as far back as I can, and then that will work great. And then pull this one apart as well. So now we're just gonna assemble the whole bun together. So you're first gonna start out by picking up these 2 braids on this side. And then you can pick up a little more hair from this side, and then make sure you look how it looks from the front, and kind of arrange the braids nicely into place. Then take a hair tie and just secure it in place. But on the last time you pull it through, leave it looped. Now for me, I have this interesting little guy who is kind of bubbling up like this, so I'm just going to pin that down now. So you could just leave the bun as a loop. I think this is really pretty, but I'm going to show you one of my new favorite ways to make a bun. So you're just going to take kind of a small piece from that loop, and then just twist it and pin it down to your head. Then take another piece from that loop, pin it to your head, and just continue doing that with the whole loop till you have a nice pretty bun formed. Then you can loosen up some pieces around your face, a little bit of face framing, and there you go. So now for Tuesday, you're gonna start with another side part like we did on last hairstyle, and you don't have to make it like as deep as mine. I just like to have a lot of hair on one side, especially since I can corral all my bangs. And then you're just gonna split that into 3 and braid it all the way down normally. And you could be fancy here and do a fishtail braid or something, but I'm just going to keep it simple and sweet with a regular braid. Once you get to the end, secure it with an elastic, and then just go in and massage it and make it just a little bit bigger. So then you're going to corral all your hair over to one side and make your favorite messy bun. So for me, I'm just going to start by pulling my hair through, and then pulling my hair through 2 more times, and then looping it on the last rotation. Then just take the ends, loop them around, and I think I'm going to tuck them into the elastic in the back, and that just makes it easy to hide and really just easier. I'm just going to actually kind of let these ends fall, just kind of let it be messy. Also just kind of really try to rough up this whole bun because I don't want it to be a perfect bun. I want it to be a messy bun. I'm just going to go through, especially on this side of my head, and just pull out some pieces around my face. I'm also going to pull a few pieces out over here too. And that's it. So for this next one, you're going to start by sweeping your hair straight back and then take a small section right from the top. Then you're just going to split your hair into 3 and you're going to do a French braid. So just French braid your hair back, incorporating tiny sections on the top of your hair. This gets a really cool detailed look at the end, but it's not a lot more work. Once you've braided the top of your head, then just braid it a few times normally and secure with a bobby pin. Then just go in and massage that French braid. So then you're going to pull all your hair up into a high ponytail right where that French braid ends and secure with an elastic. Alright, so then for the bun, I'm just going to take my hair, split it into 3 and braid it all the way down. Then just go in and really pull this braid apart. You want a lot of volume for the bun. Then just twist it and wrap it into the shape of the bun. And then just pin in place. I'm just going to massage the bun to really just get it that much bigger and messy. And there you go. So for this next one, you're going to start by grabbing a large section of hair on either side of your part. Then take both those sections back and secure it with an elastic. And then I'm going to flip my hair up and through. So just flip it up and through about 1 to 2 times. Then just massage that twist that you get, and just to make it a little more lived in and kind of pop against your hair. And make sure you like how it looks from the front, because sometimes it can get a little weird. Then grab a little more hair and we're going to make a rosette bun. So all you have to do is just wrap your hair into a bun without twisting. And that's just basically makes kind of a rosette shape. And then just pin that in place. And when I'm pinning this in place, I'm making little circles with my bobby pin into the bun. That way it will net the bun hair and the scalp hair together, and it will stay in really well throughout the day. And there you go. It might not look exactly like a rose, but it still works. Hairstyle, we're going to do this really cool mohawk bun, which I love. So you're going to start out from your temples and you're going to go to the top of your head, and then for this one I'm going to secure it with an elastic, but I'm not going to do that with the rest just because this one I wanted to pull some hair out right here, and just it's easier for me to do that, but you can do whatever you want with this. And then I'm just going to pull some hair right at the front, that way I kind of have like a mohawk going down the back, so it starts with a little bit of looseness right at the front of my hair. Then we're going to make a knot with the remaining ponytail. So all I'm going to do, take 2 fingers, put it in front of the hair, turn my fingers in a full circle to make a loop, and pull the ends through that loop. Then just pin my hair in place. And then I'm going to gently pull in the knot just a little bit. I've actually decided I'm going to secure everything with an elastic because it just makes things easier. So I'm going to start from my ears and go to the top of my head, or to the crown of my head at this point, I guess. Pull that all in, and then I want to make sure it's very nice and smooth. Then I'm going to secure that with an elastic too. And then we're going to make another knot. So just do the same thing that we did for the first one. Then loosen it up. And loosening it up before you pinning helps a lot. And then pin in place. And then this tail is really short, so I'm just going to wrap it around the bun. If it was longer, I would include it in the next ponytail, but it's not. And I'm going to do that 2 more times. So again, just pull the hair into a ponytail, make a knot, and then I'm going to wrap my ends around. And there you go. For Saturday, I'm going to keep it simple and sweet. You're going to start by pulling all your hair into a low ponytail, securing with an elastic. And the last time you pull the hair through, leave it looped. And this is just like super easy. You could leave it here even. It's just like the quickest thing ever. But I'm going to take the ends and wrap them around and then tuck them into the elastic at the bottom. Or you could pin them in place if that's easier for you. And then I had some long bangs coming out that I didn't love, so I'm just going to pin back some of them. But I'm still leaving out some pieces around my face just for that kind of cozy, comfy, relaxed vibe. And that's it. So for Sunday, I'm going to start with a side part, as usual. And then I'm going to grab a smaller section from the front. I'm just going to start braiding under for a Dutch braid. Then I'm just going to start incorporating hair from both sides and aiming it back towards the back of my head. Once I've braided everything from in front of my ear, I'm just going to braid down all the way down normally. And I've gone about like 4 inches from that first Dutch braid, and then I'm just going to really pull it apart. I want to get this as big and voluminous as I possibly can, because I think that's just like, it's what makes the hairstyle. And put it just from like a basic braided bun situation to like a really pretty, more fancy updo, which I really like. So then once you've pulled apart this part, then just braid the rest normally, and then pull it apart once you get to the end. If you have any flyaways, you can pin those down. So now we're going to pull it all together for the bun. So I'm going to start out by pulling all the hair that's not braided into kind of like a middle to low ponytail. Then just back comb this for a lot of volume, just to make it really nice and easily go into the bun. Once you've back combed, twist it loosely and wrap it into a bun. And then just pin in place. Then just take the braid and wrap it around the top and pin as you go. And make sure to tuck the tail under the bun. And that's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I have a lot of ideas for some more 7-day of hairstyles videos, but if you have any ideas, can you please tell me in the comments, because I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you get notified the second I post a video. Alright guys, bye.